hens, how we all diddly doing? How's everybody? Oh, sorry, no, wait. Beautiful heating pad that I love so much. Love you, darling. Not sponsored. It's just literally snowing. Is it snowing where you are? Snow. Love snow. It was magical to wake up this morning to my move-free advent calendar and look outside and see the snow. Fabulous, fantastic. I've never had quite an experience like it. But today I'm going to be doing another PowerPoint presentation because the situation calls for it. Each and every video after this, I'm like, maybe I should just go into being a professor. Do you know what I mean? Because clearly I've got the practice in it. Today I'm going to be doing a video on kits that I would actually buy because the kits lately just aren't hitting it, apart from the plant kit. Let's get down to business. Kits I would actually buy. Dog, absolutely not relevant. Just came with a theme. Thought he was cute. By Jessie McNamara. B8 ons, M8 ons. So first off, right, hear me out. A Harry Potter themed pack. Not collaborating with the actual Harry Potter because we all know our feelings on J.K. Rowling. Mine included, literally, off with her head. Like a kind of magic theme pack because Realm of Magic had the potential to be absolutely fantastic. Unfortunately, she did fail on this occasion. It must also be different to Realm of Magic, otherwise it will just feel underbaked. Not so much my first pet stuff because that was literally, I mean, the objects went with cats and dogs and should have been part of cats and dogs, but it's got to feel like it's different. It's not an add-on set to that. But the vibe that it could be is like magic tricks for both adults and kids. What better way to give you Sims the ick than have the romantic partners do magic tricks? It's me. I'm the romantic partner. Potions, kits, magical films across all ages. So like a good family bonding activity you could watch because we've got the science thing, we've got the musical kids, we've got the artist kids. What about the autistic kids? A cooking kit. Not actually my idea. I was actually the one that came up with this. I saw Lil Simsy talk about this, so credit to Lil Simsy. But I would like to add on to this, just jumping off that point that we've just brought up there. I would buy the absolute shit out of this pack, no questions asked. Food items in The Sims 3. Absolutely fantastic. The pizza oven that Lifesimmer played with that I couldn't because I couldn't afford it. Deep fat fryer. We can make the American corn dog. Do you know what I mean? A kettle. Absolutely fucking fantastic. A small cupcake machine, although I do believe that one should be released with an update. A toddler bottle object like in The Sims 2. In The Sims 2, if you didn't know, if your aspiration level was high enough and you had enough aspiration points, you could buy these bottles. If you were in a good mood, aspiration wise, and you gave your toddler them, they grow skills faster. If you're in a bad mood and you made them... Air fryers are fucking huge everywhere. Apparently they're catching on in America now. We've had ours since about 2017, so yeah, I could not live without an air fryer, and I don't believe my Sims should have to live without an air fryer either. Teen room. My initial thoughts of this was kind of like a teen/uni room, but admittedly we do have a university pack that kind of succeeds in it, and we have a couple of posters in that, but not that much to like customize it. It's all quite childlike, I think, and there's nothing to really differentiate adult rooms from teenage rooms. So we could have things like door signs, rugs, lamps, posters inspired by Harry Styles and stuff, alarm clocks, because the alarm clocks in The Sims 4 are fucking tragic, actually, thinking about it. More LED lights, fairy lights and everything, and more teen appropriate beds. There's one set of fairy lights that I love, and it's got pictures and then fairy lights as well, but the pictures are of kids. And like, yeah, I'm all for being nostalgic, but you know, I'd like to have some teen appropriate things, especially LED lights, because they've took up so much on TikTok. And you can kind of make these, but they don't give off the same vibe. So yeah, something that would really feel like a teen room, a kids kit. This is in 2 parts. We're just going to take a second to calm down because I'm excited. I'm in an excitable mood. Part 1 is a gameplay kit. We had one gameplay kit before and it was Bust the Dust. She was not fine-tuned. She's still not fine-tuned. Not a great kit in that aspect, in the fact that it's just not fine-tuned, but as a premise, if it worked well, I love the idea of vacuuming, and Bust the Dust is probably one of my favourite kits because I love these like monotonous things. Then they just haven't brought out any other gameplay kits, and it's like, it's not the fact that it was a gameplay kit why people didn't like it, it's the fact that it wasn't fine-tuned. So bring more gameplay kits, please. So the first one is a kids gameplay kit, obviously, and this is kind of reminiscent of even going back from The Sims 1. There was so many things for kids to do, and then in The Sims 4 you've got the monkey bars and the giant things, and now we do have the swing sets, but there's no like these things, jungle gyms, mini adventure playground kind of things, tire swings, trampolines, sand pits for your toddlers. There's so many things that kids could play with, and not only play with but have it be a joint activity and like a bonding activity for multiple children, whether they're part of the family or not, and also a bonding activity connectivity between adults and kids as well. Currently don't have that. Kids should be allowed to slide. Do you know what I mean? Let kids slide. Justice for kids. Honestly, they have so much more to add to the game. There's so much that you can do. There were so many options in like the tree houses in The Sims 3. Even the parents could use them to make another babby, which, you know what, full circle mode, do you know what I mean? But yeah, there's so many things that can be added and they're just not there yet. This is purely just on the idea of kits. So obviously there is other expansion packs, game packs that I would like. I'd like a full-on just babyhood, toddlerhood, childhood, teenagehood expansion pack. An elder. Forget about young adults. They've got enough. All of the other life states, so it doesn't just feel like a millennial simulator. So I'd be happy if this wasn't a kit and was instead an expansion pack. That is where my loyalties lie. Also, while we're at it, a kids build kit. We do have the kids room stuff. I find that a lot of those things tend to be overused, and also it's not that themed. Big issue with that is how swatches operate in The Sims 4. That's one of the biggest limitations of The Sims 4 build mode, I think, because you can really like a duvet cover, but you don't have the wood of the bed to match the rest of the stuff. The duvet colour only comes with that shade of wood, which is so redundant to me because we had an excellent style in The Sims 2 where you could change the wood colour and the duvet separately to really mix and match a bedroom, and The Sims 4 just doesn't offer that. But that's a little bit of a tangent, if you will. I've went off on a tangent, Your Honour. I have. I'll hold my hands up, but I think it's a really important thing to keep in mind. We are potentially getting closer to the release of The Sims 5. Like, I get that creator style slowed down games for so many people, but I don't think just a one swatch fits all kind of situation is the best way to go down. But anyway, yeah, a kids build kit, because again, we do have the kids room stuff, but I find that I tend to overuse it a lot, which, you know what, it doesn't technically sound like a bad thing, because if I use it a lot, then I enjoy it, and I do enjoy it, do you know what I mean? Again, it's just not that customized. Like, I would really like to see entire gaming setups built around like the idea of a gaming room, or an entire space theme, or a princess theme, or even like I have had to reference Middlesbrough Football Club because that is the only football team I support. Thank you. Up the borough. Borough. Things like that. Things that really feel like add character and depth to gameplay and personalities and things, because obviously the Sims need a big revamp because their personality falls short literally in creator sim, but also personality can be attained through how you decorate your room. That shows a big bit of personality, and that is something that we're lacking as well in the game. So I'd really like these themed kind of kits, basically like family fun stuff, and that pack was fun. My family had a lot of fun. So yeah, really themed things. I'm a big fan of themed things. Family fun stuff was excellent. Probably the best stuff pack. And you know what? I'm saying that even knowing that Bornhilde was brought back. Family fun stuff is the best stuff pack ever released. Those are my opinions. Take it or leave it. Thank you. Next up, creator style. No comment. Moving on. Dark Academia. I am a slag for Dark Academia currently. I absolutely love it. I think it's the most stunning aesthetic, and it's also is because it's like winter and autumn time in the UK, so this aesthetic really goes with that. I feel like there is things in game already that could represent this kind of style. Not a cohesive amount of things. Do you know what I mean? Especially court. We need more outdoor courts. But I'm thinking like big granddad jumpers and sweater vests. I know we've already got some sweater vests in game, but I'm thinking like sweater vests with polo necks and like tighter sweater vests, not like really oversized ones like we've already got, and brogues, Doc Marten style shoes in oxblood colours and everything, appropriately sized shirts that tuck into things. I'm looking for jumpers that tuck into things, plaid pattern trousers, that kind of thing. This is something I could get behind, Your Honour. Next up, Y2K. I am a slag for Dark Academia, but I am also a slag for Y2K. I absolutely hated the revival of this fashion trend at first, and there are still some parts of this fashion trend that I do hate, and I've got to say it's the low waist. It's the low waist, because I remember being 12-year-old and being told I had a muffin top at 12 because of low-rise jeans, which is something to really unpack. But these types of like midi skirts with the pale pastel colours, and also the loafers and the big fuzzy bags, even though we don't have bags in The Sims 4. You know what? Imagine Sims going to a grocery store. Do you want a bag? No, I literally can't have one. Not written in the code. And yeah, these bold fun patterns like tie-dye, I think it's very fun, and the fun glasses, fun sunglasses, and the fun colours with both Dark Academia and Y2K. I would really consider working with custom content creators, because I love it when the Sims team works with custom content creators anyway. And then another one is 60s 70s fashion, because I also think that this has seen a resurgence as well. 60s 70s fashion is some of my all-time favourite fashions, because I've said it before, I'll say it again, my dad is a mod. He's raised me on this kind of thing, the bold prints, the berets, and I feel like this is really really fashionable as well. And because kits seem to be pumped out at such a fast rate, kits are basically the Sims version of fast fashion, do you know what I mean? So if you're going to go down this route, these type of styles I would like to see in game. Finally, we have points to consider. We need more gameplay kits. Bust the Dust is not a popular concept, even though I liked it. Gameplay kits that are more tailored to what people would actually want would do a lot better. Also, a focus on group gameplay or gameplay that can enrich younger Sims. So like, how could this gameplay work as a family? How could this gameplay work between child Sims? Depth. I feel like has been something I've been saying for a very long time. And I do feel like we're getting further on to that. But you know what? We're still in the shallow waters, babe. And I'm also tired of eco-friendly / industrial looks. Literally nothing against wanting to save the earth. I also want to save the earth. But you know what? In The Sims 4, I'd like to see some different styles, you know what I mean? And that is the end of my presentation. Let me know what you think about all of it, because you might have completely different opinions than me, and that's something that I would personally like to hear about, because the thing with this kind of thing, it's also subjective, that nobody's wrong and nobody's right. Like, I might love the idea of all these kids, you might absolutely not be able to stand them, you might think fuck that Plumbella and her shitty fucking ideas. Let me know, respectfully though. Please don't bully me in the comments, I'm far too fragile. That is everything that I have for you today. Again, please do let me know your ideas down below. I love you all so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, bitch. I've just done, my mum tortures my niece with Loki because my niece is embarrassed that my mum fancies Loki. So my mum always goes, Loki lover 2K21. So that's what that was from, if you're wondering what that little performance was for. Right, now I am actually going. I love you.